Imagine this. You wake up one morning, try to sit up and your chest feels like it's strapped beneath a mountain. You reach for your phone, but your arm feels like lead. The truth hits you, gravity has doubled. The invisible force holding you to the earth has suddenly become twice as strong. At first, it wouldn't just be uncomfortable, it would be deadly. Every person on earth would instantly feel their weight double. A 70-kilo human would now weigh 140. Your legs would buckle, your spine would ache, and your heart would strain just to keep blood pumping against the crushing force. Many would collapse instantly, suffocating under their own body weight. The elderly, the weak, the sick, their bodies would fail within minutes. Buildings, too, would suffer. Skyscrapers designed for normal gravity would groan under their own mass. Bridges would snap like twigs, roads, tunnels. And railways, everything engineered for one Earth, would begin to crumble under the weight of two. Planes in the sky would fall like stones, their engines powerless to fight gravity's new grip. Cars would stall, rockets would never leave the ground, and humanity would be trapped on the surface forever. Nature would turn hostile. Trees, pulled by their own weight, would crack and fall. Birds would never fly again. Insects that rely on light frames and delicate wings would vanish. Overnight, the oceans would surge, pressing harder against the seafloor, triggering colossal waves and devastating coastal floods. Earthquakes would erupt as tectonic plates, crushed by new pressures, grind and fracture with unstoppable force. And what about us? Survival would demand adaptation. Muscles would tear, bones would snap. Organs would struggle, but the human body is stubborn. Some might endure. Over generations, survivors would evolve into smaller, stockier, denser forms, creatures built to resist the pull of the planet. Humanity would shrink, crawling under the new weight of the world. But civilization as we know it, gone. Farming would collapse as crops failed to grow upright. Livestock would die under their own weight. Energy systems, transport, and technology would be paralyzed. We would return to a primitive existence, scattered communities, fighting to survive in a world that had suddenly turned twice as heavy. And yet, there is an even darker side. Gravity doesn't just pull on our bodies, it pulls on time itself. With twice the gravity, time would run slow at Earth's surface compared to space. A second for us would not be the same as a second for the universe. Earth would become an island, adrift in warp time, aging differently than the stars. So, what if gravity doubled overnight? Humanity would face extinction, not from war, not from disease, but from the very force that gave us life. The ground we trust, the sky we dream of, the air we breathe, everything would betray us. We would either adapt into something unrecognizable or vanish entirely, because gravity is not just a force, it is the hand that shapes our world, the law that defines our existence. And if that hand ever tightened its grip, Earth would not be the same planet, and we would not be the same humans.